Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we'll be exploring the world of connected TV advertising.
CTV?
CTV,
Oh,
yeah.
my.
Now I know you're already following the CTV space, but today we're going to try to uncover those insightful nuggets that really make you say, "Wow, I didn't know that."
Yeah.
So get ready to impress your colleagues with your in-depth CTV knowledge, because this deep dive will equip you to confidently navigate this evolving landscape.
Absolutely. We'll be diving into the nitty-gritty of this rapidly transforming space.
Yeah.
From understanding the incredible opportunities to dissecting the challenges,
Right.
we'll leave no stone unturned.
Love it. I love it.
By the time we're done, you'll be a CTV advertising expert ready to ace any conversation on the topic.
So let's kick things off with the most eye-popping stat. CTV ad spending is set to hit a whopping $23 billion in 2024.
Wow.
That's a massive 35% increase compared to online video advertising.
Right.
It's not just growing, it's exploding. So what's fueling this incredible surge?
It's all about the unique advantages. CTV offers advantages that simply weren't possible with traditional advertising.
Okay.
Remember those days of generic TV commercials hoping to catch the attention of whoever happened to be watching?
I do, yeah.
Well, CTV throws that out the window.
Okay.
We're talking about laser-focused targeting, reaching specific audiences based on their demographics, interests, even their online behavior. It's like delivering a personalized message right to their living room.
So no more throwing darts in the dark hoping to hit the target. CTV is like having a guided missile precisely hitting the bullseye every time.
Exactly.
But wait, isn't that what we're already seeing with online advertising? How is CTV any different?
You're right. Online advertising has been doing this for a while,
Yeah.
but CTV takes it to a whole new level. Imagine being able to target not just someone interested in, say, fitness, but someone who specifically watches yoga tutorials online,
Okay.
lives in a certain zip code, and has purchased fitness apparel in the past month.
Wow.
That's the level of granularity we're talking about.
That's incredibly specific. It sounds like a dream come true for advertisers.
Right.
But wouldn't that raise concerns about privacy? Where's the line between targeted advertising and feeling like your every move is being tracked?
That's a crucial point, and one that we need to address head on.
Right.
While the ability to target so precisely is undeniably powerful,
Yeah.
it's also a responsibility.
Okay.
Transparency and ethical data practices are paramount.
Yes.
Consumers need to be aware of how their data is being used and have the ability to opt out if they choose.
Absolutely. Striking that balance between personalization and privacy is crucial.
Definitely.
But beyond targeting, what else is driving this CTV boom? I'm guessing measurement plays a big role. After all, advertisers love data.
You got it. Measurement is a game changer in the CTV world.
Okay.
Say goodbye to the guesswork and fuzzy math of traditional TV advertising.
Yeah.
With CTV, we're talking about granular data that tells you exactly how your ads are performing. Impressions, completion rates, even conversions. It's all trackable, measurable, and optimizable.
Wow.
This data-driven approach allows advertisers to fine-tune their campaigns for maximum impact and ROI.
So it's not just about reaching the right people, it's about knowing how those people are responding to your ads.
Yeah.
That's powerful stuff. But hold on, I've been hearing whispers about a potential hiccup in this CTV paradise.
Low fill rates.
Oh, yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Yes, the infamous low fill rates. It's the elephant in the room,
Okay.
or perhaps I should say the empty ad slot on the screen.
All right.
In essence, we're seeing a lot of unsold ad inventory in the CTV space,
Okay.
which translates to lost revenue for platforms and a potentially less engaging experience for viewers.
Wait, so even with all these incredible advantages, CTV platforms are struggling to sell all their ad slots.
It is a bit of a head scratcher, but
That's surprising considering the explosive growth we're seeing.
it is surprising.
Yeah.
But there are several factors at play here.
One of the main culprits is simply an oversupply of ad inventory.
Okay.
There are so many CTV platforms and fast channels,
Okay.
free ad-supported streaming TV popping up, that the market is flooded with ad space.
Okay.
It's basic economics. When supply outstrips demand, prices fall, and in this case, ad slots go unfilled.
Okay, so it's a classic case of too much inventory,
Right.
not enough buyers.
Right.
But isn't that just a temporary problem?
Well,
As CTV matures and demand catches up, those fill rates should improve, right?
that's the hope. But it's not as simple as waiting for demand to catch up.
Okay.
The CTV landscape is incredibly fragmented.
Okay.
And this fragmentation exacerbates the low fill rate problem.
Right.
We're talking about a complex ecosystem of different devices, operating systems, streaming services, and content providers.
Right.
This makes it a logistical nightmare for advertisers trying to target their audiences effectively across this fragmented landscape.
So it's not just about finding the right people. It's about finding them across this crazy patchwork of platforms and devices.
Yeah.
That sounds like a recipe for frustration for advertisers.
It can be.
Yeah. How do they even begin to navigate this fragmented world?
It's a significant challenge.
Yeah.
And it's one of the key reasons why we're seeing those low fill rates.
Okay.
Advertisers are hesitant to invest heavily in CTV when they're not sure how to effectively reach their target audience across this fractured landscape.
So fragmentation is a major roadblock.
Yeah.
But let's dig a little deeper into these low fill rates.
Okay.
You mentioned fast channels are struggling. How bad is it?
It's pretty grim. Some studies show that fast channels are seeing fill rates as low as 38%.
Wow.
That means for every 100 ad slots available, only 38 are actually being filled with paid advertisements.
Oh my goodness.
The rest are either left blank, filled with repetitive public service announcements,
Right.
or worse, bombarded with the same ad repeatedly.
Ouch, that kind of hurt both for the platforms and the viewers.
It does.
Imagine sitting through the same ad 5 times in a row. No wonder people get annoyed with ads.
Exactly. Low fill rates lead to a poor user experience,
Yes.
which in turn can drive viewers away from these platforms.
Right.
It's a vicious cycle.
Okay, so fast channels are at the low end of the spectrum.
Right.
What about the big players, the premium streaming services like Netflix or Hulu?
Right.
Surely they have better fill rates.
They do, but even their fill rates are lower than what you'd see in other digital advertising channels.
Interesting.
We're talking about fill rates somewhere between 60% and 90%,
Okay.
which, while better than 38%,
Yeah.
still indicates a significant amount of unsold inventory.
Interesting. So even the big guys are feeling the pinch of these low fill rates. But why? Is it just a matter of pricing?
Well,
Are they asking too much for those premium ad slots?
pricing certainly plays a role, but it's not the whole story.
Okay.
Remember the fragmentation problem we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, it hits premium platforms as well.
Okay.
They might have a massive audience,
Right.
but that audience is spread across different devices, operating systems, and subscription tiers. This makes it difficult for advertisers to target effectively and measure their return on investment.
Okay, so fragmentation is a major culprit across the board.
It is.
But let's step back for a moment and consider the broader implications of these low fill rates.
Right.
Beyond lost revenue and viewer frustration, is there a bigger impact we need to be aware of?
Absolutely. Low fill rates can stifle the growth of the entire CTV advertising ecosystem.
Okay.
If advertisers aren't seeing the return on investment they expect,
Right.
they'll be less likely to invest in CTV,
Yeah.
which ultimately limits the potential of this promising advertising channel.
So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Low fill rates discourage investment, which further perpetuates low fill rates. It's like a snake eating its own tail.
Right.
But before we spiral into despair, let's shift gears and talk about another challenge in the CTV world.
Mm.
The high cost of producing those slick video ads we see on our screens.
Yeah.
Those beautiful ads.
Yes. The cost of producing high-quality video ads for CTV can be a significant barrier, especially for smaller businesses trying to enter the market.
Right.
It's like trying to compete in a Formula One race with a go-kart.
I love that analogy. So break it down for me. Why are these production costs so high? So what are we talking about in terms of dollar figures?
Traditional video production for CTV can easily run into the tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes even more.
Wow.
We're talking about a complex process that involves script writing, directing filming, editing, sound design, and visual effects.
Okay.
It requires specialized skilled equipment and a team of professionals. It's a major investment.
Wow, that's a hefty price tag.
Yeah.
No wonder smaller businesses are having a hard time keeping up. It's like trying to join an exclusive club with a hefty membership fee.
Exactly. These high production costs create a significant barrier to entry for small and medium-sized businesses.
Right.
SMBs,
Yeah.
further contributing to the low fill rates we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
It's a catch-22 situation.
Mhm.
They need high-quality ads to compete, but they can't afford to produce them.
Okay, so we've got these sky-high production costs that are pricing out smaller businesses and making even big brands think twice before investing.
Right.
But it's not just about the initial cost of production, is it?
Right.
What about proving the return on investment? If you're shelling out big bucks for a fancy CTV ad,
Right.
you want to know it's actually driving sales, right?
Absolutely. Proving ROI in the fragmented CTV landscape can be a major challenge.
Okay.
Traditional attribution models, which rely on cookies and tracking pixels, are less effective in the CTV world where viewers are often switching between devices and platforms.
Okay.
This makes it difficult for advertisers to directly connect their CTV ads to specific conversions or sales.
So it's like throwing a party and not being able to tell which guests actually showed up or contributed to the fun.
Right.
People are engaging with your content,
Yeah.
but you can't quite pinpoint the impact of your efforts.
It's a black box.
Yeah, it's a black box. This lack of clear attribution can make advertisers hesitant to invest heavily in CTV advertising. Even if they have the budget for production,
Right.
they need to see a clear return on their investment to justify those expenses.
Exactly.
It sounds like the CTV world is facing a bit of a measurement crisis.
It is a challenge.
We've got this fragmented landscape, different platforms using different metrics, and difficulty tracking conversions across devices. It's a real headache for advertisers trying to make sense of it all.
It's a puzzle.
Yeah.
It is.
But before we get too bogged down in the challenges,
Yeah.
let's move on and see if there's any light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
Let's move on to part 2.
All right. Okay, so you're right. The current landscape can feel daunting for smaller businesses. But let's not forget the CTV world is still evolving, and with that evolution comes opportunity.
Okay.
One key area where we're seeing positive movement is in the development of programmatic buying platforms, specifically designed for SMBs. These platforms automate the ad buying process, making it easier and more affordable for smaller businesses to get their ads in front of the right audience.
So instead of having to negotiate directly with streaming services, these platforms act as a middleman,
Right.
allowing smaller businesses to bid on ad inventory across multiple platforms.
Right.
That sounds like a game changer for those who don't have huge ad buying teams.
Exactly. Think of it like a virtual marketplace where SODs can access CTV inventory that was previously out of reach.
Okay.
These platforms often have lower minimum spend requirements and offer more flexible bidding options,
Right.
making it easier for smaller businesses to compete.
Okay, that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
But what about the production costs? Are there any solutions on the horizon that could make creating those slick video ads more affordable?
Definitely. We're witnessing the rise of AI-powered creative automation tools that can significantly reduce the time and cost of producing high-quality CTV ads.
Okay.
These tools leverage artificial intelligence to automate various aspects of the production process, from script writing to editing to even generating visual effects.
That's fascinating. So instead of needing a whole team of professionals, a small business could potentially create a compelling CTV ad using these AI-powered tools.
Absolutely. And the results are impressive.
Wow.
These tools are getting better and better at producing professional-looking ads that are tailored to specific audiences and platforms. They can analyze data about what works well on CTV and create ads that are more likely to engage viewers.
Wow. AI is really shaking things up in the advertising world.
It is.
But let's not forget about the elephant in the room. Measurement.
Yeah.
Until we solve that puzzle, advertisers will always be hesitant to invest heavily in CTV. What progress are we seeing on that front?
This is where industry collaboration becomes crucial.
Oh,
You need
yeah.
to establish standardized metrics and methodologies for measuring CTV ad performance across all platforms.
Right.
That means moving away from the fragmented system we have now, where each platform uses its own set of metrics, making it impossible to compare apples to apples.
Right. It's like trying to understand a foreign language without a translation dictionary. Everyone's speaking different dialects, and it's creating a Tower of Babel in the CTV world.
Exactly. That's why initiatives like the Open Measurement Software Development Kit,
Okay.
OMSDK,
Hold on.
are so important. This framework aims to create a common language for CTV ad measurement,
Okay.
enabling consistent and transparent reporting across platforms.
So it's like establishing a universal set of measurement standards that everyone agrees to follow. That would certainly make life easier for advertisers trying to make sense of their data. But even with standardized metrics, we still need to tackle the attribution challenge.
You're absolutely right. Figuring out which ads actually lead to a sale in a multi-device world is a complex problem.
Yeah.
But there are solutions emerging that offer more sophisticated attribution models.
Yeah.
One promising approach is multi-touch attribution,
Oh.
which takes into account all the touch points a consumer has with a brand before making a purchase. including CTV ads, social media interactions, website visits, and more.
So instead of just giving credit to the last click before a purchase, multi-touch attribution acknowledges that the customer journey is often more complex and that CTV ads might play a role earlier in the funnel.
Precisely. By considering all these touch points, multi-touch attribution provides a more holistic view of how CTV ads are contributing to conversions, even if they're not the final nudge that pushes the consumer to buy.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's like acknowledging that a team effort is needed to win the game, not just a single-star player scoring the final goal.
Another promising development is the use of advanced data analytics and machine learning to better understand the impact of CTV ads.
Okay.
These technologies can analyze vast amounts of data to identify patterns and correlations that might not be visible to the human eye.
Okay.
This can help advertisers better understand how their CTV ads are influencing consumer behavior and optimize their campaigns accordingly.
So it's like having a superpowered detective on the case, using data to uncover the hidden clues and solve the attribution mystery.
Exactly. And the more data we gather, the better these models become at accurately attributing conversions to specific CTV ads.
Okay, so we're making progress on the measurement front.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears again and talk about another key area that needs attention: transparency.
Right.
In a world where data is king, it's more important than ever for advertisers and viewers to know how their data is being used.
You're absolutely right. Transparency is crucial for building trust in the CTV advertising ecosystem.
Right.
Consumers need to be aware of how their data is being collected, used, and shared, and they need to have the ability to control their privacy settings.
Okay.
Advertisers, on the other hand, need to be transparent about their targeting practices and ensure they're complying with relevant privacy regulations.
It sounds like we're talking about a major shift in mindset, a move towards a more ethical and responsible approach to data in the CTV world.
Exactly. We're seeing initiatives like the Digital Advertising Alliance's Ad Choices program for CTV,
Right.
which gives viewers more control over their data and how it's used for advertising purposes. This program allows viewers to opt out of targeted advertising and access information about the companies that are collecting their data. It's a step in the right direction, but we need to do more to ensure transparency and accountability across the entire CTV advertising supply chain.
So it's not just about giving consumers the option to opt out. It's about proactively informing them about how their data is being used and empowering them to make informed decisions about their privacy.
Exactly. We need to move towards a model of radical transparency, where every player in the CTV ecosystem is open about their data practices and where consumers feel confident that their data is being treated responsibly.
Okay, so we've got a lot of work to do to address the challenges facing CTV advertising.
We do.
But it also sounds like there's a lot of innovation and collaboration happening, which is encouraging.
Absolutely. The key takeaway here is that while the CTV advertising world is facing some growing pains,
Yeah.
it's also ripe with opportunity for those who are ready to adapt and innovate. It's a dynamic and exciting space that's constantly evolving, and that's what makes it so fascinating.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here today.
We have.
We've talked about the explosive growth of CTV advertising, the challenges it faces, and some of the potential solutions that could shape its future.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot to digest, but hopefully you're feeling a little more informed and confident about navigating this complex world.
That's our goal. We want to equip you with the knowledge and insights you need to make smart decisions in the CTV space,
Right.
whether you're an advertiser, a platform provider, or just a curious viewer.
And as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
we want to leave you with a thought-provoking question to ponder.
Right.
We talked about how smaller businesses can leverage the power of CTV advertising without breaking the bank.
Mm-hmm.
But how can they truly stand out in this increasingly competitive landscape?
That's the million-dollar question. We've discussed programmatic buying platforms and AI-powered creative tools,
Yeah.
but it goes beyond that. Smaller businesses need to find creative ways to leverage their unique strengths and connect with their target audience on a deeper level. It's about telling compelling stories, building authentic relationships, and creating experiences that resonate with viewers.
It's about thinking outside the traditional advertising box and finding innovative ways to capture attention and drive engagement. It's about being bold, taking risks, and embracing the ever-changing nature of the CTV world.
Exactly. Smaller businesses might not have the deep pockets of their larger counterparts,
Right.
but they can leverage their agility, creativity, and passion to make a real impact in the CTV advertising space.
It sounds like the future of CTV advertising is going to be shaped by those who can adapt, innovate, and tell compelling stories.
Yeah.
But beyond the creative aspects, what other trends should smaller businesses be paying attention to?
One trend that's already gaining momentum is the rise of shoppable CTV ads.
Shoppable CTV ads.
Yeah, imagine watching a commercial for a new pair of shoes
Okay.
and being able to purchase them directly from your TV screen with a few clicks of your remote. That's the power of shoppable CTV.
Wow, that's incredible. It sounds like a seamless way to bridge the gap between brand awareness and purchase intent.
Yeah.
No more fumbling for your phone or laptop to find the product you just saw on TV.
Exactly. Shoppable CTV removes those friction points and allows viewers to act on their impulses immediately. And for advertisers, it provides a more direct way to measure the effectiveness of their campaigns and track conversions.
Okay, shoppable CTV sounds like a game changer. What other trends should be on our radar?
Another trend to watch is the increasing focus on personalization and interactivity.
Oh,
CTV is moving beyond static, one-size-fits-all ads to create more dynamic and engaging experiences for viewers.
right.
We're talking about ads that adapt to viewer preferences, offer interactive elements, and even incorporate personalized recommendations.
So it's about creating a more personalized and immersive advertising experience that feels less like an interruption and more like a natural extension of the content viewers are already enjoying.
Precisely. And with the advancements in AI and data analytics, we can expect to see even more sophisticated personalization techniques in the future. Imagine CTV ads that know your viewing history,
Why?
your purchase behavior, and even your mood, and tailor their message accordingly.
It sounds like a science fiction movie come to life.
It's getting there.
But with great personalization comes great responsibility, right?
Hmm.
We need to ensure these advancements are implemented ethically and with respect for consumer privacy.
Absolutely. Transparency and consumer control are paramount as we move towards a more personalized CTV advertising landscape.
Okay, shoppable CTV personalized ads. What else is brewing in the CTV cauldron?
Keep an eye on the rise of addressable TV, which combines the reach of traditional linear TV with the targeting capabilities of digital advertising. Think of it as a hybrid approach that allows advertisers to deliver targeted ads to specific households, even those watching live TV.
So it's like having the best of both worlds. The broad reach of traditional TV combined with the precision targeting of digital ready. That's a powerful combination.
Exactly. Addressable TV offers a unique opportunity to reach a massive audience with personalized messages, making it a valuable tool for advertisers looking to maximize their impact.
Okay, so we've got shoppable, CTV personalized ads, addressable TV. It sounds like the CTV advertising landscape is about to get a whole lot more exciting. But with all these advancements, I can't help but wonder about the future of traditional TV advertising. Is it going the way of the dinosaurs?
It's a fair question. While CTV is undoubtedly on the rise, I don't think traditional TV advertising is going away anytime soon.
Okay.
It still offers a massive reach, especially for live events and major cultural moments.
Right.
However, it's clear that CTV is where the growth and innovation are happening, and advertisers need to adapt their strategies accordingly.
So it's not necessarily a matter of one replacing the other. It's about finding the right balance and leveraging the strengths of each channel.
Exactly. A well-rounded advertising strategy should incorporate both traditional and CTV advertising tailored to specific campaign goals and target audiences.
Well, it sounds like the future of CTV advertising is bright, full of innovation, and perhaps a little bit mind-blowing. But before we wrap up, I want to circle back to something we discussed earlier, the importance of storytelling in CTV advertising. Why is this so crucial, especially for smaller businesses?
In a world saturated with ads, storytelling is the key to cutting through the noise and connecting with viewers on an emotional level. It's about going beyond simply highlighting product features and benefits and crafting narratives that resonate with viewers' values, aspirations, and experiences.
It's about creating an emotional connection, a sense of shared understanding that makes viewers feel something and remember your brand long after the ad is over.
Exactly. And this is where smaller businesses can truly shine.
Okay.
They often have a more intimate understanding of their customers and can leverage that knowledge to create authentic and relatable stories that resonate with their target audience.
So it's not about trying to outspend the big brands. It's about outsmarting them with creativity, authenticity, and a genuine desire to connect with viewers.
Precisely. And in the end, that's what makes great advertising regardless of the channel or platform.
Well said. So To our listener out there, thanks for diving deep with us today.
Absolutely.
We've covered a lot of ground, from the challenges facing CTV advertising to the exciting trends shaping its future. We hope you're feeling energized, inspired, and ready to make your mark on this dynamic and evolving landscape.
And remember, the future of CTV advertising is being written right now.
Yeah.
Be curious, stay informed, and don't be afraid to tell your story.
Until next time, happy streaming.